Imagine this. What if we could shrink the entire universe down to the size of a grain of sand? What would Earth be like? Would it be as tiny as a speck? Now, brace yourself. You won't believe how much bigger the universe really is. In this video, we're going to shrink everything, so we can finally wrap our minds around just how enormous space really is. Earth might feel like a massive place, right? Well, let's change that perspective. Earth's diameter is about 8,000 miles, which seems like a lot to us, but in a jumbo jet, it would take you about 45 hours to fly around the entire globe. Sounds big, huh? But in the grand scheme of things, it's a tiny blip compared to some other objects in our solar system. Take Jupiter, the giant of our solar system. With a diameter 11 times bigger than Earth, Jupiter would swallow our planet like a marble in a swimming pool. The Sun, on the other hand, oh boy, it's even more massive. Its diameter is about 865,000 miles. That's big enough to fit 1.3 million Earths inside it. Let that sink in. Now, let's use something familiar: fruit. If we were to shrink down the planets of our solar system, Mercury would be the size of a peppercorn, and Venus and Earth would be like cherry tomatoes. But wait, what would the Sun be? Well, it's more like a huge beach ball, and that's still an understatement. Just imagine Earth as a tiny tomato on the ground, while the Sun is a massive beach ball towering over it. Now let's talk distance. The Sun is 93 million miles away from Earth. If you were driving a car at 60 miles per hour, it would take 176 years to get there. That's one astronomical unit, about 93 million miles. But the outer planets like Neptune are much farther. Neptune sits at a mind-boggling 2.4 billion miles from the Sun, or 30 AU. But hold up, this is still inside our solar system. The farthest known object is 2018 AG-37. It sits at 12 billion miles away from us, and its orbit takes about 700 years. Let that sink in. The universe is big. I mean, really big. Let's shrink things down. Picture the distance from the Sun to Neptune on a 360-foot-long football field. The Sun would be the size of a small dime at the goal line, and Neptune would be way down the field at the 60-yard line. But the crazy part? The farthest planet, far out, would be 250 miles away. That's right, 2.5 football fields. Imagine how small that is. And don't even get me started on the Oort cloud, which is over 100,000 AU away, over 9 trillion miles from the Sun. It would be like standing at the edge of a city, staring into the infinite. That's just the outer boundary of our solar system. Did you know our solar system is just one of about 4,000 in our galaxy, the Milky Way? Yes, that's right. The Milky Way alone is home to hundreds of billions of stars, and it spans about 100,000 light-years across. So, if you were to shrink down our solar system, again, just the size of a US quarter, the Milky Way would stretch across the entire United States. Sounds unreal, right? But that's just the beginning. We're not even halfway through. Okay, so the Sun seems big, but there are stars out there that make it look like a tiny speck. Stars like Sirius A, the brightest star in the night sky, which is over 2 times the size of the Sun. Then there's Aldebaran, which is about 45 times bigger than the Sun. Still, nothing beats the supergiants like Betelgeuse. This beast is 700 times the size of the Sun. You could fit the Sun inside it over 1 million times. But the true monster of stars is UY Scuti. This star is 1,700 times the size of the Sun. Imagine replacing the Sun with a giant basketball. Now, imagine a star that's over 1,000 feet wide. That's the scale we're talking about here. Alright, we're zooming out now. Our galaxy, the Milky Way, is just one of thousands in the local group. This cluster spans about 10 million light-years. But wait, that's not all. There are superclusters, and one of the biggest is called Laniakea. It contains 100,000 galaxies and is over 500 million light-years wide. Now we're talking about distances so big they're beyond comprehension. Imagine our Virgo supercluster as a speck of dust, and the Laniakea supercluster is like an entire city block. The difference is insane. But hang on, there's an even bigger mystery out there: the Great Attractor. This cosmic anomaly is a massive gravitational force that's pulling galaxies, including the Milky Way, toward it at about 134,000 miles per hour. It's like a galactic vacuum cleaner, pulling everything in, yet we're still safe, for now. Beyond that, we have the Hercules Corona Borealis Great Wall. This is a 10 billion light-year long structure. It's so big, it challenges everything we thought we knew about the universe. Could there be something beyond this? The furthest galaxy ever discovered is HD 1. This ancient galaxy is about 33 billion light-years away. To put it in perspective, if you drove to it at 60 miles per hour, it would take you 377 quadrillion years. Beyond this galaxy lies the edge of the observable universe, which is about 46 billion light-years away in all directions. That's the farthest we can see, but how much more is out there? Who knows? So, after all that, how big do you think the universe really is? Imagine the observable universe as the Burj Khalifa in Dubai, way bigger than you ever imagined. Every time you look up at the stars, remember just how tiny Earth really is in the grand scheme of things. But it's also pretty incredible, right? That we get to be part of this giant cosmic story. And hey, if you want to learn more about space, check out our new interactive poster. It'll take you on a tour through the universe, from the tiniest atoms to the largest superclusters. Click the link in the description to get yours today. Thanks for watching, and let me know how small you feel after hearing all this. Because let's face it, when you realize how massive the universe is, it really puts everything into perspective.